Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. I hope you're well. I hope everything is good for you. Today I want to talk about financial education, or the very fact that most people cry and lament about money. Today let's talk about money, and as an investor, I want to also share my perspective and the mindset that I have towards money. I also want to give you the perspective that I use as a cash flow and how you can also start adopting that. I want you to live a life full of happiness and having to concentrate on the people that matter rather than this fact of constantly chasing money, chasing the bag. You don't even know who has the bag. So you constantly chasing something that you've never seen before. So today I want to talk about that, and actually let's begin. Each person has an income statement. When you go to the bank, they'll never ask you about your transcript or your report card. They'll ask you about your income statement. So let me draw an income statement and how it's of importance to your life, how you can actually take advantage of this in making a lot of money. This is the expense column. This is your balance sheet. I hope you can see it. This is the balance sheet, your asset column, and your liabilities. So each individual has this, even though you don't know. So this is the income part. Most people in Africa today, or most youths, first of all, don't have that. They don't have an income. But at the same rate, they have expenses. Is it that ironical? You don't have an income, but you have expenses. Each individual has an asset column and their liabilities. So when you go to the bank, they never ask you about your transcript. This is what they want to see. How much of income do you have and how much of assets do you have? So I'm going to give you the perspective into which how rich people actually capitalize on this. Rich people, first of all, capitalize on this part. They spend their money here and it gives them an income. This is their primary source of income. While someone who is struggling, someone who is broke, first of all, depends on this part. If you depend on the income part, first of all, because there are no jobs, you never get time to invest in assets, real assets. And if you get a job, first of all, you'll be working for someone's brand and building that business without building yourself. So if you look at the common dogma into which most people work for money, if you constantly work for money through this part, through the income part, you never have enough for your asset column. So in this aspect, you'll be working for that company, and because of your poor financial literacy, you will be spending your money. So look at the cash flow. So this is how your money comes in. But let's say because of your desire to fit in or your desire not to miss out. No, really desire, I also want to feel in. You spend your money, this is how it comes, and you spend your money through expenses without focusing on this important part. So if you actually want to start owning billions, on the very fact that you own billions, this is the aspect that you need to invest in, because if you invest in this part, this is how you get an income. Most people who are suffering, let's say who are broke, have a lot of liabilities. Their expenses are high and they have low income. They don't have any asset, zero. This is the cash flow of someone who is suffering. Someone who is suffering doesn't know the very fact that they can use financial intelligence to invest here and get an income. Also get an income which is earned income and passive income, and get more than three types of income. So instead of focusing on building their own company, they're focusing on building and focusing on satisfying other people's desires. So how do you begin this important journey towards handling a lot of money? Because what I believe is you can't handle someone's million without handling that small money that you have. How do you expect to handle 10 billion while you can't handle the small amount of money that you have? So I'm going to give you the best steps as to how you can start. So first of all, your income part. Rich people don't focus on the income part. Personally, I don't. I don't focus on the income part. This is my primary focus, assets. Now, there are two types of assets. One, we have the monetary assets. Two, non-monetary assets. When I talk about non-monetary assets, one, I mentioned your friends. And the definition of an asset is it brings money to my pocket. If you have friends who are liabilities, they take away money from your pocket. So first of all, you need to have non-financial assets. Non-financial assets that add money into your pocket. That's the best definition of an asset. Anything that adds money into your pocket. Friends, are your friends adding money into your pocket? Or are they deducting money from your pocket? The second step of having an asset is investing in your mind. Your mind is the most important asset that everybody has that mind. So if you invest in financial education, first of all, you'll be able to get the grasp and the best way to handle money and protect it against people who want your money. Everybody wants your money. If you're passing across any market, come, everybody wants your money. So if you never take advantage of how you can protect and get that knowledge on how you can keep more money, you'll constantly go broke. Most people are broke not of the fact that they don't have money. So juzi umekuwa na pesa. Even last month you had money. Is money really the problem? Money is not the problem. Where is the problem? You know where the problem is? Management. So if you invest in financial education, first of all, you get to know how to manage your own funds. And this is what I say. If you can't manage 10,000, 16,000, how do you expect to manage 10 billion? So the mind, if you invest in your mind, it will be giving you an income. Don't focus on the income part, focus on the asset column. If you focus here, it will be giving you money. The third item that you can focus on as an asset is time. Time. And I want to use a good example. If you write a page a day, by the end of a year, you're going to have 365 pages, which is a book. Time. What are you doing with your time? What can you be able to craft within that short time that you have? And I came to realize that rich people actually wake up mapema at around 4. Not of the very fact that they like, because Lukuja will know that these people actually take advantage of time. So by the time wewe unaamka, for example, at around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., someone who woke up at 4 has already done a lot of things. That person has a leverage on you. No. So if that person does the same concept of, let's say, kuamka mbele yako 4 na unaamka 9, that person, that range, utamfikia hata utumia nguvu gani? No. So you need to take advantage of the first investment you need to make is in your mind. The second investment is in time. The third investment is in your friends. I believe that a best communicator is one that can be able to get out money mwenye anaweza toa pesa bila kukushika. Someone who can persuade you, someone who can convince you, someone who can do something or communicate something to you. So your friends should actually be giving you money. In one way or another, their information should give you money. The friends that I have don't give me money, but from the very fact that I listen to the information, I get more money. My bank account starts smiling. Now let's talk about real assets. Real assets. Rich people invest in assets. When they invest in assets, the asset gives them an income. When they get an income, they buy a car. So what does a poor broke person see? He sees that person in a beautiful Lamborghini. Anafikiria huyu mtu alichukua pesa yake akafanya nini? Akanunua. But that's not the fact. That person invested first the money and it gave them an income. So this is the cash flow of someone who's rich. They invest in this in the asset column and it gives them an income. While someone who is financially, let's say someone who doesn't have that financial equity, they focus on the income part. No, hapa ndo wana focus. And in the process of focusing here, first of all, si hakuna jobs, there is no money. So they're waiting for that big deal to come. Unaona? They're waiting for something that will never come. Wanangoja tu siku moja wasikia an opportunity. There's an opportunity somewhere. Let's go take advantage of that. So instead of creating opportunities, they are consumers. No. They are consumers. So this is how, and I mentioned this before. Au ukipata pesa inaingia through the income part, si ndio? Inakuja to the expense column, tena inatoka. So in the asset column, they have zero. Liability, wako na deni mingi. In fact, most of them have a lot of debt from Tala branch. So they skip from one app to another just to acquire debt. See, rich people use debt to their advantage. Rich people take debt and invest it here. When they invest their debt here, this is how the dogma is arranged. So I'm basically telling you about the importance of having financial education. Because if you have financial education, be able to know the right channels to invest your money in. I can't tell you go start buying any stocks or shares because of the very fact that ni kama mtu unamwambia enda uchukue ndege and start anza kuendesha without going for training. It can't happen. So let's talk about monetary assets. These are the type of assets that add an income directly into your pocket. And I realized this when I was still a second year in the University of Kapianga in Kericho. I started buying shares. And when you visit and or talk to most students, they'll tell you they don't have money to buy shares. But kuna shares that even cost 2 shillings. There are shares that also cost 12 shillings. You don't need too much income to invest here. And as I said, people who have financial education invest their money, time, mind here. They don't focus on that part. Because if you focus on that part, first of all, you'll never get enough. In the second aspect, if you focus on that part, for employment, itakuwa inakatwa na gava. It's a fact. No. This one is highly taxed. But if you invest your money here, the taxation is slightly accommodative. Unaona? So why would you work for money all that time while you can have money working for you? Unaona? If you invest your money here, you can also go and spend time with the people that you love because money is working for you 24/7. So someone has to wake up in the morning, have a cold shower, go to a certain brand or certain bank to work for you because you are a shareholder. No. So you see the type of assets that you need to involve yourself in. One is the mind. Two is time. Three are the assets, financial assets. And one that I recommend is shares because it's affordable. No. If you can afford a woofer worth 60,000, you can't tell me where you afford shares a cooperative bank which say inachezea saa zingine 13 bob. And the more you accumulate more of shares, it gives you an income because you get to get money in form of dividends. Apart from that, you also get money through capital gains. So if you bought a stock at around 2 shillings, when the price increases, you get more. It's trading. Another way you can also earn through shares is you can also lend. In the process of lending or the process of borrowing your shares from another investor, you also get an income. So why do most people go broke or poor? It's because they're focusing here. If you focus here, it might take even 9 years for you to get a good job with good money so that you can invest. If you focus here, most of your money will be deducted through the expense column. And in the process of being deducted, you'll have no money to invest. No, no. So at the end of the day, you've really worked hard, make up pesa yako, unaona, and it's returning more money to you. Unaona. So your first step is, first of all, manage your expense column. Reduce the amount of money that you're spending. Ask yourself, is it a need or is it a want? Do I really need it or is it a want? Na feel tu nataka. Unaona? So if you're having this expense column, if your expense column is inatoshana hivi, cut that expense column, cut it to a point where inafika hapa, then invest this part. You can't tell me unaweza kosa pesa ya kuinvest. That's what I usually believe. If you can cut your expenses, you're going to have this. This, when you invest in asset column, you start earning. You start earning, so you don't have to wait for that big job. So imagine a scenario whereby you've managed your expenses. Umesema, for this month, sitapitisha hii bei, the expense column. So imagine, let's say if in a month you survive with 5,000, in a month whereby you've done good work, umepata around 10,000, you have extra that goes here. Unaona? So rich people also maximize on their liabilities. Rich people are strategic. They don't borrow loans for consumption. I constantly see this from my friends. Most of us are taking loans to do what? To consume, to fulfill another person's desire, to make them feel happy. Nobody cares about you. That's what I want to tell you. So let me show you how rich people use it. They take liabilities and invest it in the asset column. So when they borrow money from you or from the bank or from any mobile lending app, they invest here na inawapatia an income. Unaona, wewe nawe, how comes you're taking a loan to consume? So you're taking the same loan, in fact, you're shooting yourself at the foot. You're taking the same loan and spending it. So at the end of the day, you have no assets. At the end of the day, you have no income. Your expenses is in a jar. You have a loan that's waiting for you to pay. Who's smart? So someone who is financially intelligent, first of all, because that person has invested here, he keeps on getting income. He keeps on getting income. So hapo unapata he adds another business. Unaona, akona shares, ameongeza business, ameongeza friends who actually assets, they add money to kwa mfuko yake. He has invested in the mind through reading financial books and buying books. So at the end of the day, umse anapata pesa. Most people also have their names as brands. Someone, for example, let me just use Aziad. Aziad, because she's a celebrity, it's her asset, the name. No. These people focus here and not there. You can see how this part is dirty because this is the part they're focusing on. No. So let me just use the common example of a politician. Common example of a politician. First of all, a politician has land. No. I'm trying to show you how focusing on the asset column is important. A politician has land. In the same land, I make apartment. So everybody who is in that apartment is paying rent. Hiyo pesa apartment alitoa wapi? the top are liabilities. So your rent yenye watu wanalipa, those rent which is coming as an income, yeye analipa tena kama liabilities. Hatumi pesa yake. Unaona? This politician has a business. A business by definition doesn't mean that you need to be there. The people that you see along the road, that is not a business. That is self-employment. A good business is one that you can go to Hawaii, one that you can travel for 9 good months, more than it. A good business ni ile yenye unaweza kaa mbali and it's still running. If you have to be in your business for it to run, that's not a business. You are self-employed. Lazima uamke, ufungue. No. So somebody who's selling, let's for example, smoky along the road, that person is self-employed. Why? Because lazima afungue. Asipofungua ama travel, the business will not run. So it's self-employment. The same politician has a brand because of their name, and we used to see this during politics. We could see this political party. Unaingia YouTube unawapata hapo, unaingia Instagram unawapata hapo. The name is giving it an asset, inaipatia income. So these people who are celebrities, they focus on the asset column because in the asset column, they get more income. They don't focus on working for somebody. If you work for money, you'll be mistreated. That's fact number one. If you work for money, you give power to your boss, and your boss has the decision to do anything that he wants to you. Another asset that these people invest in is, let's say, shares or stocks. Ndindi Nyoro, the MP for Kiharu, started investing in shares while he was still a first year. I think he was in Kenyatta University while he was still in the first year. So how comes a graduate can be telling us that first of all, hana income, while he can be making self-income? No. Because I say shares cost hata kuna ile ya tubo. Kuna zingine za 12 shillings. So most people have money. Yes, they have money. But they don't have the financial intelligence as to make more. Unaona, uko na pesa mingi lakini hujui njia ya kutengeneza mingi. So that's a double shot on the foot. In fact, kwa hiyo kidonda yenye ulishutia kwanza, that's a double shot because you don't know how to manage money. Is money the problem? Money is not a problem. You had money last month. Last year, during Christmas, you had money. But today, do you have money? Do you? So if you don't have money, it's not the money that is a problem. Hata ukigundua sahi, hata ukitumia 5,000, within less than an hour, itakuwa imeisha. Why? Was the problem the money? Money is not a problem. Why should everybody be complaining about the money, pesa? Pesa imepotea. Pesa is never a problem. It's how you manage your money. So another asset that you need to invest in, a good asset that you can invest in is bonds. When you invest in the bonds, you're investing for the long term. You're giving the government your money. When you give the government your money, you get an income. No. So basically, I've given you a dogma as to how rich people take advantage of their financial education to invest. No. I'm trying to show you the best way is to do investments. So that's it, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for more of financial education. Thank you so much.